Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Hi there. Welcome back, everyone, to another jaunt through the game sphere. I'm James, at AwesomeJambo everywhere, and we're live on twitch.tv/AwesomeJambo. We're on catch-up there for a week, and all the streams are archived at youtube.com/AwesomeJambo. Please like, share, tell your friends, subscribe, click a bell. I'm sure there's a bell somewhere to get notifications of when I go live, do all those tech things, get updates, what new games we're playing, what historical places we are visiting, and speaking of which, you might hear the Marquis de Lafayette there chatting about essentially the finale of the revolution, and this, I think this will be the final episode if I can find my way around. No idea where I'm going. I feel like I've run just past it. For those of you who are joining me, welcome. I'm glad to have you. For those of you who've been before, well, welcome back. It's always good to have repeat viewers, and I think this might be a record now that we have 3 or 4. But yeah, let's continue on our way. And it's times like this, you know, I wish I had unlocked the underground earlier, because quite frankly, it's a bit it's a bit like a maze down here. But look, oh shit, Jesus, fucking hell. Anyway, here is Lafayette with a couple of my assassins.
Connor.
I noticed that last session,
This tunnel.
yeah, he's not having any of it.
Military district.
And the Admiral?
He waits for you to light the signal. And then the strike begins.
Yeah, I noticed that last session's stream was a bit, the voice was a bit quiet, so I'm sitting a little closer to the mic tonight. Just gonna do a bit of ASMR. Just gonna talk directly into the microphone. Of course, if that gets too much, just leave me a message in chat and I'll stop. Actually, I'm going to move back away slightly from the mic. But yes, last time we tracked down Nicholas Biddle, the Admiral of the Separatists, the Revolutionary Patriot Army, the Colonists' Army. And in so doing, we assassinated him. We checked another Templar off our list. I sang quite a few Hamilton songs, enough to probably get a strike or two on my on my thing. Oh shit! Need to remain undetected. No. Well, balls. You go off the building, jackass. Well, since the element of surprise is gone, may as well run through the bushes. Now, you may remember we have been here before. Kicked off the edge of a building. Bang tidy. Now run. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Ah! And shoot him. And do not throw away our shot. Let us climb this building. We're going in the loud approach. We don't. You don't have to, of course. Usually you can head up there, but you know, we're still going. they're shooting at us, but they're like stormtroopers. These guys, they're fucking poor shots, to be honest. Social Ion, hey, welcome back. There we go. So we're climbing this tower here. Don't know if you missed the intro spiel, but we're climbing this tower because Charles Lee is in this Fort George, and yeah, we're trying to draw him out. So we're gonna bombard part of New York. Yay! Oof.
Need to get inside the fort.
I'm doing not bad, thanks for asking.
I am in
How
no
are you?
condition to fight. Need to stay away from the guards.
Yeah, no one who is that injured would talk to themselves like that.
Where are you, Charles?
Gone.
Oh no! Oh shit.
Come now. You cannot hope to match me, Connor.
Coming out of the gate
Skills
strong.
are still but a boy with so much left to learn.
Oh, not bad. I'm alright. I'm enjoying playing
Get me, Lee!
games.
Impossible. He is the promise of a better future.
Oh, Hatham, you don't have to die, son.
Sheep need a shepherd.
He has been dismissed and censured. He can do nothing for you now.
A temporary setback. He will be restored.
You might remember that George Washington was informed that Lee was trying to kill him, and yet George Washington didn't listen.
You act as though you have some right to judge.
Didn't sentence him to death.
To declare me and mine wrong for the world.
So now it's father against son.
We did not harm your people. We did not support the crown. We worked to see this land united.
I'm not really comfortable discussing my job on screen,
Surrender.
but it's not
I will
stream. My
spare
job,
you.
my full-time job is not streaming,
Brave words
obviously.
from a man
But
about
thanks
to
for
die.
asking.
You fare no better.
Even when your kind appears to triumph, still we rise again. And do you know why? It's because the Order is born of a realization. We require no creed, no indoctrination by desperate old men. All we need is that the world be as it is. And this is why the Templars will never be destroyed.
Don't think I've any intention of caressing your cheek and saying I was wrong. I will not weep and wonder what might have been. I'm sure you understand. Still, I'm proud of you in a way. You have shown great conviction, strength, courage. All noble qualities. I should have killed you long ago.
Probably one of the best protagonists of the entire series there. Hatham.
doesn't have the amulet anymore. must be more to this story.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, damn. So there we go. Is the first watch time or something? No, I don't have any commands. No, I'm just one person. This is not a professional level stream whatsoever. Don't let the microphone quality fool you. I'm just someone sitting in their living room playing games and having fun and talking about history.
My father
You know?
is dead. Charles Lee now leads the Templar Order in his place. I see now why ours is an eternal war.
I mean, it's alright.
For each piece taken from the board, another is placed upon it. Back and forth we go. Across the world. Across the ages. Some days mine feels an impossible task. But I cannot afford to be consumed with doubt. The people need me. Now more than ever. I must stop the Templars. I will kill Charles Lee.
Mm-hmm. So now he's embraced. Now that he's killed his father, the Brit, he's embraced the true, like the other part of himself. 1782. Now the war is pretty much over at this point. The Battle of Yorktown has happened.
We gather today to remember a man of peerless vision who sought to change the world. And change the world he did. Look around. Even now the British prepare to retreat. Their spirits broken. Their forces splintered. The Patriot leadership shall soon follow. Either into our service or into the ground. He sent me away. That day, at Fort George. He feared for my safety. I should have stayed. He said there was no danger.
He was wrong.
I will kill you, Connor. This I swear. Not here, though. Not today. No. First, I'll destroy all you hold dear. I'll burn that homestead of yours to the ground and roast the severed heads of your precious founding fathers in its flames. And when I've finished with them, all the rest will burn as well. Your merry band of assassins, the human refuse that lives on your land, your village and its people, all of it, gone.
You can try, Charles. But as with all your schemes, this too will end in failure.
Get him on his feet. He will wait. He will watch. And then, when he's seen all his life's work brought to ruin, only then will I allow him to die. Take him away.
Plays the villain really well. And the guy who's voicing Charles Lee there.
What do you expect? Walking into the lion's den like you did.
It's a brawl in the streets. All my assassin buddies are with me. You. Oh, he took my bullets. Damn it. Need more bullets. Must have more bullets. Oh, do I not have guns? I've not even fucking got guns! What? No! Let's have whatever's in this chest.
Where is Charles Lee gone?
The harbour. To catch a ferry.
A ferry to where, cunt? Pure gritting, hot-blooded determination. Must kill Charles Lee. That is not a ferry, that's a man of war, isn't it? There's no way. Is that a merchant ferry? It could be a merchant ferry. She's massive. Oftentimes back in those days, ships of that size were occasionally towed out to full open water when they were launched, and they still do nowadays. So I'm only allowed to kill 2 regulars for the optionals. HMS Jersey. Of course it's the HMS Jersey. Everything's legal in Jersey. That lad hasn't seen me, that's good. Leap. Let's just wait until he passes, shall we? Yeah. Yeah. Ah. go. No, no, no. No, dude. Be on your way. Be on your way. I'm not killing you today. No, thank you. No, thank you, son.
I believe these men meet the requirements.
You believe incorrectly. They're sick and weak. We're looking to build an army, not fill an almshouse.
It would take months to get them into fighting shape. We don't have the time.
No, please. We'll do anything you want. Anything. Only take us with you.
Quiet, whelp! Your merchandise is useless to us.
Perhaps we should discuss this back in my cabin.
Sorry, but did he just say merchandise and mean people? Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Sorry to have disappointed.
As you should be. For us to have come all this way for nothing. Tell me now why I shouldn't have you thrown into the sea.
No need to be rash. Only give me a little more time. I'll scour the other ships if I must. I'm certain there are prisoners who will meet your needs.
Very well. You have 2 days.
Thank you.
Present yourself to the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston with the men you've chosen. We shall meet you there along with our master.
Oh man. Damn it. Ah. I thought it was only whistling on the captain there. Fuck. Oh, that sucked. Green Dragon Tavern it is. The pub that all started it. We'll do one last check-in on Achilles, just in case we don't make it back. Should we? No. It's better not to say goodbye. Where's the Green Dragon? Is it that one, or is it that one? Not that one, I know that much. I think it's this one. Let's chance it.
Need something, darling?
No.
Ugh, rude.
Can I help you? You know you can.
Pardon?
Oh! I do not like having my time wasted.
Stop that! Oh, don't make me call the guards.
Make a sound and you die.
Love that.
What do you want?
Charles Lee.
He's in the harbor, at the Long Pier, most likely. We heard what happened at the parade. Charles got all nervous, said he was leaving the country. I thought he was overreacting. Guess not. No.
Thank you.
That wasn't so hard, now was it? Hey. All my boys are here.
Thirsty, I take it?
What's wrong with taking a draft or two when the time's right?
Nothing, Jamie. Nothing.
Then why don't you join me then?
Not right now. Maybe later.
I suppose you got important business to attend to. I understand. Don't worry about me, though. I can handle my booze. If you need me, I'll be there, Connor.
Okay. I mean, it's not that I don't trust your aim with a rifle. Oh, the mist has come in. It's not that I don't trust your aim with the rifle while you're pissed, basically. It's more of a I don't want you to hit me kind of thing. Which I think is a fairly reasonable want, you know? That's his ship. Here we are, site of the Boston Tea Party as well. Some of you might remember if you've watched me for that long. Unlikely. And now we're back on the very dock that Hatham stepped onto way back in what it would have been episode 1, episode 2, something like that. Very early, however many years ago it was. That guy is highlighted in gold. That means he's our target. Oh yeah, you've seen me. You better fucking run. Templar scum. So I've got to stay within 50 meters of him and not shove anyone. So, no. Oh. Ah, shit. Oh, balls. Eek. How horrid. I can still stay within 50 meters of him. One thing they did with this remaster of the game, obviously, which was different from the 2012 version, was they increased the sort of, obviously because the game or the engine was much the engine was much bigger. It was able to handle a lot more things, basically. So they were able to add in new crowd mechanics. Am I going? Up here. There we go. Where is he? They were able to add in new mechanics that meant the amount of people on the dock increased, so that made that particular mission harder. You better run, Lee. You know your end is at hand. My hand. Because I'm Batman. He's survived tougher falls than that. He's been exploded a bunch. So what if part of a ship has fallen on me?
You put us down, we rise again. You end one plot, we forge another.
That's the least... You know what? That's the least
You
believable
try so
thing of
hard, but
all.
it always ends the
He's
same.
been hung by the neck.
Those
He's
who
been
know you
shot a
think you're
bunch.
mad.
He's...
This is why.
A little bit of wood
Even
impaled in
those
your
men who
side.
sought to save
Yeah,
have
right.
turned their backs on you. Yet you fight. You resist. Why?
Because no one else will.
Haha. Yield, and I'll make your death a quick one.
Rough night, was it?
Yeah, really rough. With your mama.
He headed inland. Took a ferry up the Charles River.
Of course he did.
I will need passage as well.
Of course. Only say the word.
Why is that guy helping me? Who am I to him? Who is he to me? Did I save his life at one point? I feel like perhaps is the answer to that. I feel like maybe I saved his life. Maybe directly. Definitely indirectly. Because the Templars would have enslaved his mind, you know? An air of respect. Gotta say, takes it like a champ. Kanata Satan. So, gosh, how many people will be buried now? That's been our mum. We've buried the whole of the Templar Order. Charles Lee, our dad. Our best friend, you know. Ganondokon, we had to kill him, remember? Fuck. So many people.
Why would they leave this behind?
Yeah, why indeed? Why leave it behind for me? Also, he seems the most naive, certainly the most played assassin, certainly the most played protagonist of all.
Long have
like
we
Juno
waited
plays
for
him.
you to return.
Right, his
You
dad
have
plays
done as
him.
we asked.
George Washington,
You have
everyone
succeeded.
fucking plays
No.
this guy.
I have failed. My people are gone. Chased out by those who I thought would protect them.
It is a trade, a sacrifice, and not in vain. For you have found it.
There she is.
This?
Juno.
Now you must hide it, where none shall think to look. And then in time, what once was, shall be again.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. Only do as we ask. Then you may do as you wish.
But what of my people?
Yeah, do as we ask, then
You
do
have
what you
saved
want.
this place, as was your people's purpose, and
Like-
that matters most.
It is not enough.
It will
It
never
never
be
is.
enough. You strive for that which does not exist. Still, you have made a difference, and you will do so again. Remember, you must hide the amulet where none might find it.
Fucking Juno. Imagine setting this kid up on a lifelong quest. Yeah. Whatever. Only 7 when he died. Buries it in his namesake's grave. Yeah. It's a good place for it. And that's Connor's story, basically. All his life he was manipulated by Juno to get this thing and pass it on to Desmond. And that's his purpose in life, to pass this trinket on to Desmond. In a way, it's really sad, because he accomplishes so much during the revolution. Like, he changes the course of history, changes so much. He changes a ton of little things that can happen.
I know where
changes it all. Changes the world.
Then let's go.
And Achilles. Is that blood on his hands, or is it dirt? Jesus Christ. It looks like blood.
Alright, time to see what's inside.
Not quite. We still need to get the place powered up.
Find the remaining pedestals and plug in the power sources.
I'm on it.
Where do we go from here? Game spazzed out for a second there. Seriously though, where do we go first? I want to say up here. Up here should be good. There we go. Perfect. First one found.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor, and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not. If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate fields to protect us in times of strife.
You might recognize that ring there.
But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A 6th, an 8th, a 10th, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
So a lot of what Juno is spouting here in the temple to Desmond is her reasoning behind what's happening. they tried to,
Wonder what's inside.
you know, to solve the problem of the solar flare that was upcoming.
Only one way to find
and
out.
Just couldn't work through it, basically. Oh, nice. That's our next stop. Can we drop down? I'm guessing no. Oof. Almost dropped down there involuntarily.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer and thought that it might save us. They were used to command,
to control,
to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000 more.
Prayer actually does work, but
change the
not in the way
and will
people
the thread
believe that there's, if you pray hard enough, there's a
We
God.
resolved to send one
There's a
into
lot
the
of
sky
people
where
that
it might
believe that there's
illuminate
a
us all.
psychic link between us all,
Once placed,
between the human race, between
sentence
our
would be
shared
uttered.
sort of collective, and we just don't have the necessary
Make us
sight
safe.
to sort of
In this way, we
believe
would
or
change
see
the consensus.
what is there.
We would save the
I find it
world.
truly fascinating.
But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
Because all the ways they tried to survive the solar flare and all the ways they failed. Obviously, some of them left messages behind. Minerva, we've seen, left message behind for Ezio. Jupiter as well. I left one behind in the previous game, and now Juno. The Capitoline Triad, they were known as. As in Capitoline.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same.
No.
So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
The animals.
I'm tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Have I gotten lost? I feel like I've gotten lost here. Ah. Just follow the glowing orange ghost lady, who wants to, I presume, rule the world. You know.
I wonder what stories the temple will tell me today.
Oopsie daisy.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
Yeah, don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Last power source.
A new world approached. One that was dark and cold. It would consume us. For we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice. Not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita. My husband. My love. In the end, it changed him. Ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release. For days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
They made an animus precursor. Something to try and upload their memories to a cloud. Insane. Like, I love that. It's great. Like, it's so cool. Humans want to do that. Humans want to upgrade or upload their memory, their data, whatever, to the cloud, so that all their memories can be instantly accessed. Where does that end? You know? Oh, madness.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body
Nature's way
a
of
vessel
keeping
to
meat
hold
fresh.
these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust.
But the mind. What happens to those
We
electrical
asked ourselves
impulses?
then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
That message is by far the most terrifying. Here we go. Last one.
Guess this is it.
We're right behind you.
Can't even go back into the Animus if I wanted to. Here we go. We're into the end game now. It's got a weird shaped left forearm there, if I say so myself. Look at that. Phew. Part of me feels like had Hatham found this a few hundred years earlier, it would have blown his mind. If only he'd asked Galizio, hey, do you have a weird ball thing, metal or crystal or something with these patterns that might fit in here? On the outside door. There's nothing. There's nothing. But there he goes.
Yes. Come.
It is done.
Here, at last. You know
She
our story
glitching?
now. Of how we tried. Of how we failed. All our hopes extinguished. Save one. Your touch. A spark. A spark to save the world.
Wait! Do not touch the pedestal.
Minerva?
You. But how? You left. You destroyed the device.
Did you think there was only one?
What the hell is going on here?
You must not free her.
Free her?
She's got a weird shaped arm as well.
Juno dwells within these walls, awaiting release. I will explain. While we worked to save the world, she sought instead to conquer it. She used our machines to set her plans in motion. Divination through numbers. There is a pattern to existence. To comprehend the calculations is to tame time. This was my focus. And so I built the eye to aid us. But she turned it towards her own ends. When we discovered her treachery, we put a stop to it. And then we left. But first we called to you, that you might try again. We thought it would be safe with her gone. Now I see we were deceived. She survived, she endured, and then she began to work. For centuries, Tinia and I walked the world, hoping to rekindle the spark of civilization. We shared what we knew as best we could. We were not the only ones, but for all the power we wrought, still death would claim us. But before it did, I would have one last look to know if we had succeeded.
That's how you're here now?
I had hoped you might find this place and finish our work. But it is too late. You and the Templars have squabbled over our refuse. You have wasted centuries, and so you have lost your chance. You cannot hope to stop the end now, Desmond. Only to survive.
She's lying! Only touch the pedestal and the world will be saved.
Better the world burn than she be loosed upon it.
Is that so? Show him then.
But he will not understand. It is complicated. It is...
Show me.
So, here we go. The so-called doomsday prophecy. The world doesn't end. Darkness follows. And they come out of the cave and preach, basically. Desmond becomes a new Jesus Christ-like figure. Teaches ways, rebuilds. The world heals.
But you are just a man, frail and mortal. You pass from the world, leaving behind only a memory. A legacy. You will be remembered first as a hero. Later,
Heed these words and you'll be saved.
as a god. It is the cruelest fate to have written
Yeah. That's how it always goes. People turn words to... Even the devil can quote scripture to suit his own ends.
And so now you see that what was shall be again. So tell me,
So just like with Jesus, when he passed and his teachings passed with him, they were misconstrued by mortal men.
she would sacrifice you, sacrifice the world, for no other reason than to deny me vindication.
They will enslave your kind, Desmond. Is this not why you fight? Is this not why you came here? To ensure more than just your race's future, but its freedom?
What future? What freedom? Billions dead and the whole cycle begun anew?
The
This
13th
world
back
has known nothing but heartache and horror since we left it.
Our gift to them, and you'd see it all returned.
Enough!
You must not do this.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
If you free her, you'll be destroyed.
It will happen in an instant. There will be no pain.
You mustn't.
It's done, Minerva. The decision's made.
Oh, fucking Desmond.
Then the consequences of this mistake are yours to live and die with.
You need to go. All of you. Now. Get as far away
This
from here as
that
you can.
right there.
Come with us. We'll find another way.
He's a good
There
person.
isn't time.
Son.
You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now. So go. Go!
Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Just like that. Juno's free. Desmond set her free. Juno freed herself and surrounded the world with this Aurora Borealis effect to stave off the impending solar flare that would have essentially wiped out the world.
Geological surveys are now reporting seismic activity throughout the Ring of Fire. Northeastern Canada is said to be experiencing the largest on record. Satellites and transformers are failing as the flare increases in intensity. Worldwide reports of blackouts.
She saves the world, just like she said.
To be receding. Residual seismic and volcanic activity is being reported, but nothing.
It's to say that didn't really happen in December 21st, 2012. Well, everyone, it definitely didn't happen. But it's fun that it's all a bit of fun, you know.
Be sure to bring you more as this story develops.
Love
It
that.
is done. The world is saved. You played your part well, Desmond. But now it's time that I played mine.
There is a post-credits scene, so we will stick around for that. But we're just gonna digest what this means for the series going forward. Obviously, we've been introduced to Connor Kenway. We've been introduced to the Kenway bloodline. I'm trying to think. Was it Altair? I think it may have been. I think it was Altair was on his father's side of the family, and Ezio was on his mother's, or something like that. But the Kenways are on Desmond's father's side of the family. So yeah. Yeah, obviously this plays into Black Flag. If that ending, I don't know if it was just me or just the fact that we've completed it in an hour, but that ending felt rushed. It felt less rushed to me when I played it not as a stream, you know? Like I don't know. Did I used to like it more? I feel like I've played Assassin's Creed 3 now a few times, and I do enjoy it. It is a fairly enjoyable game. It's a fascinating time period in history. Maybe not as fascinating, maybe not as fascinating as, say, ancient Egypt or the Renaissance, and definitely not as fun as piracy or ancient Greece, or Viking Age. It's definitely not the funnest. It's definitely not the most interesting. It's definitely not the best by any stretch of the imagination. But in terms of pushing the story on, in terms of creating new scenarios, in terms of expanding on existing ideas, it revamped the entire sort of the parkour system that was going on. And there wouldn't be a change like that again until Unity, 2-3 games later, where they create the up and down system. It had a significant way about it. We can skip this. First skippable credit sequence there. Oh, I have some control. What's going on? Has the game just crashed? Oh, no, it's loading. What's happening? The epilogue. Mm-hmm. Ah yes, the cutscene that we missed. When they go to war, they embed an axe in a post. When the thread's removed, so is the axe. It's done. Just one or two final things to do. Oh, his hair grew back. What? 2 Achilleses? The fuck?
It is beautiful, old man.
It is.
What the fuck?
I've found a painting for the space above the mantle. It's being held in New York. If you get a moment, I'd like you to pick it up for me.
Certainly.
Good. It may not be there, as the house where it was stored lay in the path of the Great Fire. If so, Worry not.
One final thing to collect. Oh, there's so many now. What do they all want me for? God. The fiery district was down here, right? So we'll fast travel there. So yeah, all in all, I mean, I quite like this epilogue. There's fun stuff happening. The outfits are always nice. Yeah. There is always something more beyond the story. I think that's what this part of the game is trying to convey. There's always something else, and someone else. Either someone else who needs help or something else that needs doing. And you know what? You can live your life and you can live it well. And just there's Washington wandering around the streets now. Yeah, you can live your life well and you can do everything that you can. But in the end, that life still goes on without you. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story. Yeah. It's a good ending. Certainly a nice ending. If well, no, maybe nice is the wrong word. It's a satisfying ending for me personally. This game. Like, I'm satisfied playing through this part of it. I'm satisfied with the ending that was achieved. It did what it set out to do. You killed Lee. Granted, you killed your father as well. But that was gonna happen.
It would have burned had it not been here. Achilles will be pleased.
We'll come back for that. Achilles? Is there still two of you kicking about?
I have the painting you sent me for. Would you like some help hanging it?
Maybe not just yet.
That is a man with some grief in him. Let's see what the others need. Love that the farm is nearest us. Alright. What do y'all want? What could the innkeepers possibly need? Money for like an upgraded indoor toilet? Oliver.
Connor.
Oh, no, you're Lyle.
Might I have a word? What do you think of our little plot of land, Doctor?
It's quite beautiful. I'm grateful you found me. But to be truthful, people outside our community still avoid me like the bloody plague. It baffled me for a time, but then a courier delivered this to me. Before you found me, the British had demanded I not treat patriots nor their supporters. I refused, so they set about destroying my business. This tells me their smear campaign is still very much in effect. If things don't change, I may be forced to leave.
What? Why?
We need you here. I will do what I can to end this defamation.
You might start by finding the courier who brought this to me. He works out of Boston.
Alright. I'll head to Boston, rough some necks. Who else needs help? There's another one there. Oh, Big Dave, what have you gotten into now?
Connor! What is happening?
Found this guy skulking around the inn. I pressed him, and it turns out he's looking for a deserter. Goes by the name of Big Dave. Says he's alone. Isn't that right?
I am! I'm alone! I swear it!
Oh, yeah.
Connor. If he gets back to his officers, I'm done for.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. Got a good mind to execute that one as well. Oh, tell me he didn't run away. Fuck's sake, Dave, what happened? What did you do?
Where is he?
Coward kicked me in the gingamabobs, then threw sand in Dave's eyes. Well, he's long gone now.
Not good, Connor.
No. We can expect visitors soon.
Don't worry, we'll take care of them. We know how to treat guests around here. Ha 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 ha. We give them places to live, like we did for you. Uh-huh.
They'll have to get through us. Connor, there you are.
They're coming, David. We need to be ready.
Who is coming?
Redcoats.
David's to be tried for treason.
What?
Executed, more than likely.
Nah.
Connor, glad you're here.
Connor,
I wanna
glad
show you something.
you're here. Was the correct grammar that was written there.
I've collected these kegs. I might suggest building an ambush in the event we need it. They'll likely outnumber us at least 2 to 1.
I don't need any gunpowder kegs. Or do I? Ah, damn, I guess I'll take them.
David Walston, turn yourself in and stand before a military tribunal on charges of treason and desertion.
I don't want any part of this war! Leave me! There's more coming, I'm sure of it. Get ready.
This is gonna be quite easy, isn't it? Shit. All of you. Big Dave and Miriam taking the brunt of the hit.
Connor, I'm sorry for bringing this violence on the village.
We protect our own. The British will not risk losing more soldiers for one deserter. You are free of it now.
Yeah. We're all good, man. We all good. Now make me a sword, please. Huh.
A word, Connor.
Sure thing, Lance. £1,000 idea, you say?
You have business in New York on occasion? I only ask because I ordered a package from France and it's long overdue. I've written a postmaster and he's yet to respond. I thought you could inquire in person if you had the chance.
I will pass
Sure,
by the
why
next
not?
time I am there.
I've been quite quiet. I think I'm musing. Musing and muddling on what's happened. Obviously it's been... yeah, it was a bit quick, I would say. You know. Desmond's End. Oh, it's all the way down there. Fucking hell. Yeah. Haytham, first Haytham, and then Charles Lee, and then Desmond. It seemed a little rushed to me, which is a shame because it's this big long beast. It's a long game. It's the longest one so far. You know, it's a mightily long game. Definitely the longest in terms of the story mode, and certainly the most detailed in terms of what we've gone into. And to have it end suddenly like that, it's a bit of a shock to and also the fact that Desmond, it's been spent five whole games. 5 whole games have been spent building him up as the hero, and obviously I know not everyone lives forever, and of course there's gonna be parts of the world and people who come into our lives and who leave it before their time.
I am here on behalf of Dr. White. It is time the campaign against him came to an end. Who is selling the papers that slander him?
It's less satisfying in terms of a story.
Healed my leg good as new. The pamphlets are being distributed by a few paper boys around Boston.
So you're saying I have to hunt some paper boys now? I see.
Get the news on Dr. Death! Dr. Death!
Oh.
I'll take that if you're giving it. White Death, come for healing, leave the box. White Death, come for healing, leave in a box.
Where are you, child?
Thanks, mister. It's less than I get for this, though.
So kids back in those days, most of them could not read.
You've heard about him, now read about him. The doctor with a grim touch. You've heard about him, now read about him. The doctor with a grim touch.
They generally were only told, here's the headline, go out and repeat. They were good at repeating
Not much,
words
but
that we'd
very
heard.
kind of you. Inform your families of White Death. Inform your families of White Death.
Including Philadelphia and Williamsburg. Contract the services.
Not much, but very kind of you.
Where's the man printing these pamphlets?
Look, mister, there's a man who pays me to hand these papers out. So long as he's doling the coin, I'll be doing what he asks.
Mr. Roberts would like to remind the city youth not to play near the manufactory buildings. Gentlemen, Dilettantes. Following a recent spate of accidents, a new bylaw will enforce annual roof inspections by qualified craftsmen throughout the city. The news of our times in today's
Easy peasy.
Boston Weekly Advertiser.
Slander against Dr. White will be at an end. Where are we going to from here? God, there's nothing in the center. Oh. I wonder if I shouldn't just teleport there. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, very quick, unsatisfying ending. In many ways. Oh, look at that. Perfect. can hear chanting coming from the football stadium up the road. Hearts must be weighing.
I have come to inquire on a package arriving from France on behalf of Lance O'Donnell.
Was picked up and signed for by his apprentice a couple of days back, Patrick O'Hara.
Patrick O'Hara is Mr. O'Donnell's former apprentice. Would you happen to know where he is?
Sure, he's been hanging around the docks the last few days. Should be round the way.
Here, take these pages and hide them. Don't let that guy get his hands on them.
Time to chase. Time to chase and kill some guys, some thieves. Nice. Oof, need to look that guy before I move on. Problematic. I was right there. I was looting. I was in the process of looting his body. That's annoying. That's real annoying. Ugh, you hate to see it. We'll get the guy on the boat first then, if that's how it's gotta be. Wait, I only got 3 bullets. Surely not. Why have I only got... What's going on? Why have I got a double barrel and a single barrel? What? Load of pish. Wait, whoa, where's the third guy? Is he running? Third guy running. I don't see him. He must be running. Where is he? I don't like this. Is this part of the game glitched? He's not on the map. He's not on the map. What the hell? Did I get him? What's going on? Did it work? Why do I feel like I've just dicked it over? Eh? Oh my god, what's happening? Is this mission just broken? I think this mission might be broken. Let's go do this one. Evacuation day. the bluecoats allowed the redcoats to essentially
America has
get
no
the fuck
need
out of
for your services,
Britain
in a box.
to retreat with their tails firmly between their legs. A parting shot was made as a kind of, you know, we're going, but still, fuck you kind of thing. You know what I mean? And yet, there is freedom, and yet, people are still being sold as slaves, despite what Sam Adams said all those missions ago. No matter where I go, it'll probably be in the middle of fucking nowhere. There we go, let's try that. The Treaty of Paris that's flashing up on the screen there was a treaty between America and France that in exchange for weapons and money and ships from Paris to America, the colonies, to fight the British, America would help out in return if the French ever went to war against the UK, which of course they did, and they also went to war against other parts of their own tribe, their own people, rather, shortly afterwards. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds? Friends.
If you're hungry, I've extra.
No, thank you. Where is everyone?
Gone west. Been a while since they left. Seems some fella from New York was granted the land by Congress.
What?
Seeing it happen more and more. Government says they don't take land that's already owned, but
fucking government, mate.
How could this have happened?
We're on our own now. No more merry English parts and labour. Which means we gotta go at it ourselves. Gotta pay for it too. Selling land is quick and easy, not quite so nasty as taxes. And since some say they're what started the old war, ain't no rush to bring 'em back. Clever men, these new leaders of ours. They know not to push it just yet. Too soon for taxes. Too British.
Connor looks like he shot himself.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Shit, did we get his parts or whatever? Oh. There's one for Peg Leg as well. Fantastic. I like how big the homestead's gotten. Feels like a real small town now.
I have your plans. What are they for?
You got them! This, Connor, is the design for a chair that folds. Genius! You won't regret this.
Alright. He must have one more for me. He must do. Since I can't see them, I'm just gonna nip down to the Harbour Master and do the Peg Leg one. Or whoever that is.
Doctor, you need to help me.
You won't lose your leg, that much I can promise you. But it will hurt some for a time longer. Looks worse than it is. Just keep it clean and you should be fine. Honor, I simply can't get to all these men in reasonable time. I need help. From you, from anyone.
I think I have someone for you.
Prudence. Right? Oh, Diana. Lucky that she's only 60 meters away, just up the road.
Diana, come with me. I need your help.
Of course. What's the matter?
Dr. White is overwhelmed and needs some extra hands.
I'm no doctor, Connor.
Maybe not. But I have seen you care for people before.
And you have a way with it.
Diana, perfect. I'm told you have a healer's hand. Please see to this young man. Connor, if you could help the two gentlemen out front.
Thanks, Skip. Good of you to help. I should be all right.
Reset the knee. I know for a fact how painful dislocated knees are. They're fucking awful.
That's a spot better, sir. Thanks. Caught a piece of shrapnel in the shoulder. Bad luck.
Yeah, I'd rather have a dislocated shoulder than a knee.
Caught some burn off a rope. It happens. Thanks, Skipper.
Thanks to Connor and Diana. The men are gonna live.
You impressed me greatly.
Well, thank you, Doctor. I haven't studied the practice or anything.
Maybe not, but your instincts are superb, and you have a healer's touch. If you had the time, I would be grateful for your help on a more regular basis.
Might be Catherine could watch the young ones a few days a week.
And if she can't, we'll find someone who will.
Yeah. It's a nice big village. Someone will look after them. We'll stick them in the pub. Oliver and Corinth will want table boys, right? Yeah. All homestead missions complete. Ah, Achilles wants a wee chat. Ah, he wants another game.
Old man. Achilles.
Shit. And now he's having to bury his mentor. It's not an easy life for Connor in the colonies, is it? Not easy at all.
What is it? Achilles has passed. I'm so sorry. He passed peacefully and with dignity. A service, then? Yes. Please prepare something appropriate. I will see the grave is dug. Can you gather everyone?
Anna, if you are reading this, I have failed to say goodbye as I wanted, but the time never seemed appropriate. I leave this land and all its resources to you. I trust you now know this place has become something of great significance. A community to serve as an example of what this would-be nation could become. But the larger and stronger it grows, the more fragile and difficult to defend it becomes. I hope your friends who are birthing this infant country understand this truth. Your unwavering tenacity and honesty have burdened you with responsibility far greater than any one man should bear. But you, if anyone, are capable. You have given an old man hope that all is not lost. And for that, I thank you. I ask that you lay my bones to rest on the hill overlooking the water. There is no other place on this earth I'd rather be. I am grateful to have met you, knowing you will guide this land and these people to a better future. Yours in brotherhood.
Prayer and sermon do not suit this occasion. Achilles was not a man of God. Not my God, at any rate. But he certainly believed in a guiding force. And he is at peace now, and for that we can be grateful. We lay him to rest here, atop the bluff where he made his honorable and dignified life, so he can remain that comforting presence, the old man on the hill, that we have all grown to depend on. You all had your own relationships with him, your own moments, and I implore you to return here when the time is right for you, and share those stories with the waves and the trees. Achilles, you will be missed, but never forgotten. Go safely, old man. Safely to where your soul need rest.
Yeah, this was his land after all, and he took them all in. Miriam, he saved her life, bandaged her wounds. He saved Connor more than once.
I will make you proud, old man.
I never properly said goodbye to you. I was not ready, so here I am. The weight of my responsibilities never seems to diminish. There is always something else that needs fighting for. This is something you never warned me of. Maybe because you thought I would have been deterred. You would have been wrong, but I know you were not accustomed to that. Life carries on here. The people seem happy. They are certainly safe, at least for now. One of my brotherhood asked me something I have been struggling with. What happens if, when we win? When we stop the Templars? It is a question I certainly do not know the answer to. Perhaps you did not either. I miss you, as I miss my mother. I hope all is well with you, wherever you are. Goodbye, old man. Until it comes time for me to join you, then I will bother you once again.
And I think that this is just about all we have time for. And we're going to draw to a close the final chapter of Desmond's story, this chapter of Connor's story, and Assassin's Creed 3. is a legacy. Planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. And that is where we're going to finish up for the night. And for this episode, and for this series. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all found our jaunt through the American Revolution enjoyable at times, heartfelt at other times. For isn't that always the way when it comes to Assassin's Creed games? We've realized this by now. Whoever you are, wherever you are, if this is to be our final parting, have a great life. If not, I will see you next time. We have more places to see, more people to meet, more history to dig up. And until then, don't forget to be awesome to one another. Good night.